everybody, I'm Anthony.
I'm John.
And this is the Dynamic Review.
If you didn't notice, we didn't have a Dynamic Buzz episode this week, and we tried our best to get it online, but a lot of problems that happened. So
Not our fault, by the way.
Yeah, right now we're going to show you a couple clips of what we talked about in the episode. And
Superman and Batman are getting their own title.
yes, IDW has teamed up with Cartoon Network to make comics off the best comics best cartoons from the past decade.
Iron Man 3, one was released concept art and also a leak of information from the new Iron Man trailer. I'll let you explain that one.
A trailer for that, and the guy in the description described the whole trailer, and at the end he said it looks like something that pops out of the screen, busts through something, and it's Iron Man in the Hulkbuster suit. But yeah, the Fantastic Four reboot, we haven't talked about on the show yet, but Mark Millar's taking on trying to make Sony make good superhero movies, but he has picked the producer of the Fantastic Four reboot. He's already picked the director Josh Trank, who did Chronicle, and now he picked Matthew Vaughn to produce it.
Word. Megan Fox is going to be in it. And guess who she's playing? Not Donatello.
Not Donatello.
But April O'Neil, the redheaded woman.
The Superman Unbound, which is coming out May 7th on DVD and Blu-ray.
2013.
Yeah, has released their bonus features that are going to be on the DVD, and this is super exciting.
We have the first sneak peek of the DC's next animated movie, Flashpoint.
Like we said, we weren't able to put this episode up, but we're very sorry, and hopefully this will not happen again. If you notice, this is our first time shooting in HD, and that's kind of the issue that we had with it, but hopefully we can continue to shoot in high definition for you guys. But if not, we'll continue just to be on a crappy screen.
Yeah, but you know what? It's college. It's all about experimentation and trying to figure stuff out. So, you know what? If there's a little bit of HD, a little bit of poor quality mixed in there, who's to say what's what? Alright, but let's just get started because it's going to be a busy night. Alright, so John, what were your top 3 picks this week?
Alright, first one I want to start off with is Aquaman 17. It's kind of the aftermath of Throne of Atlantis, and I liked it a lot. It was a pretty good comic because they bring up in there the people, above sea can't trust you, and you're not wanted by the people underwater, so who are you really fighting for, And it's kind of conflict that Aquaman has to face, and it's going to get pretty interesting in the next couple issues, so it should be.
Yeah, I thought it was, I read it too, I thought it was really nice. It was a good story. There wasn't a lot of action, but it made up for it with the good story and good writing.
Oh yeah, and the art was incredible. There's the one part when he's talking to all these fish, and it's big, huge 2-page illustration. It was really, really awesome, so I loved it. My next one is Guardians of the Galaxy number 0.1. Now, I talked about this in the past episode that wasn't uploaded, but for a little bit, I don't know if I've said it on film or not, but I've been really hyping up the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's going to be, along with Nova, a really, really good comic for Marvel now, and it definitely showed in this. There's a lot of similarities with the origin of Star-Lord compared to Nova. They both have daddy issues, but and it comes into play to who they become. But it was a very, very good comic.
Isn't it kind of funny that Iron Man, Nova, and Star-Lord all have Got issues now.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all fighting the galaxy now.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, but I really, really like this more than Nova, and I'm really, really looking forward to how Star-Lord comes into play with the Guardians of the Galaxy, how he, takes lead in this comic that's coming out pretty soon, but I'm super excited for it, and if you haven't read this one, please go check it out, because it's a very, very good story.
Cool.
Yeah, so, and then my final one is something that everybody pretty much expected, Batman Incorporated number 8, and it kind of sucked that the ending of this was ruined on the internet, but still read it and I still liked it a lot. It's still hard to believe
It's almost too hard to believe.
Yeah, that if you guys haven't read it yet or seen on the paper, then you shouldn't be watching this, but most people know Robin dies, and it really, really sucks, because I really, really like Damian and the character, and I feel this is very, very unnecessary for DC Comics to do, and I'm kind of still shocked by why they would let this happen, but they have, and I've really, really liked Batman Incorporated. I finally caught up to it right before I got the comics, so I was really excited, read it, and I was like, it's still a good story, though. Story alone, I just don't understand why they have to kill Damian.
Yeah.
Well, I do understand for the story, but I don't understand why they have to get rid of this character now, after he's evolved into such a big character.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I kind of don't believe that he's dead. I feel like just because he's beloved by everybody. Like, I mean, I haven't really talked to anyone who said they didn't like Damian as Robin or Damian character in general. Just since you get so much growth out of him that you didn't really get from Tim or Dick or Jason. But I don't know. I feel like he's not actually dead. I feel like he's gonna play into something bigger, because I mean the Al Ghul's revolve around Lazarus pits, so I don't know. Death is kind of a joke to them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Alright, that wraps all my picks up. So, your turn.
Alright, my number 3 picks this week consist of Avenging Spider-Man number 17. Now, without going into too much detail, I like this one because, well, you guys didn't see the last episode that we didn't get to publish, but I talked about it a little bit, whereas, I thought it was funny. It drew me in from the preview that came out, actually, which was Spider-Man and this Peter Parker Doc Ock mix, going to the Baxter building, and the Fantastic Four call him before they go on this mission, and he thinks that he's going on this mission with them, and really they're just using him to babysit. Well, Doc Ock hates kids, so it was just funny, and then some more stuff happens, some intriguing stuff which I can't really talk about on camera because I don't want to spoil it, and I really feel like this is a comic that should be read. But yeah, some issues come up with the Future Foundation, and it's up to Spider-Man, Doc Ock to save the children and save the universe in 32 pages. So it's definitely a pickup. You should definitely go get it. My number 2 pick this week was Teen Titans number 17. Now, this was the post-Death of the Family, and it just showed the Teen Titans and how they were kind of recovering from their confrontation with the Joker and the Joker's influence. And I liked it. There was a lot of twists and turns, and there's another one there wasn't a lot of action. There was just a lot of story and back and forth between the characters, and I thought it was cool. They get a new base. They're no longer located in a building. They're now on a yacht. That I think Bunker states that it was it's what Mike what's his name not Zach, Facebook guy, Mark Zuckerberg. It was like what he couldn't afford, the boat that he would build couldn't afford. But yeah, it was really cool. There's a little bit of romance splashed in there.
Well, a little bit. There's a lot.
Wow.
By the same person.
And that dog. But no, I'll give you a hint who it's not. It's not Bunker, by the way. But yeah, definitely pick up and read it. The last 3 pages are a shocker, and I'm excited for the next event that the Teen Titans are going to get involved in. So yeah, that was my number 2 pick. My number 1 pick this week is Flash number 17. This is the conclusion to guerrilla warfare. It's Barry Allen is taking on Gorilla Grodd for the final time, and the battle to take back control over Central City. It was really exciting. I felt like it all kind of came together. This recent Flash reboot story feels more like a TV drama, because there's it has a lot of action in it, but there's still a lot of drama and a lot of, because he's going to end up with Isis West, who is like his main love interest in every storyline, and this one he's dating someone else, so you kind of
bum bum bum.
Exactly, you kind of know what's coming, but it's always fun to be on that ride as you get ready for the hill. Yeah, and the very end, because this week it seems to be all my titles this week seem to end in some kind of cliffhanger, but Flash's arch enemy appears at the very end. So, we're going to get ready for that. So yeah, definitely should pick up Flash number 17. And those were my 3 picks this week.
Alright, I guess it's now for the ratings. Now, I'll go first. For Aquaman 17, I'll just give a 3.5. It was an okay story. I liked it, but...
3.5?
Yeah, this is 3.5 out of 5. It was an okay story for me. It wasn't just like, it was awesome.
You give it that extra point?
Yeah.
Okay.
For Guardians of the Galaxy, 0.1. I'm probably going to give that a 5 out of 5. The art was good, the story was good.
You're going to give that a 4.5? You wouldn't give...
I said 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5?
Yeah. It's a good story. You should have put it in your list if you liked it so much.
I didn't like it. Whatever.
Fuck. You just grazed over it. It was a great story. It's going to be a really, really good story. I'm really excited for the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, art was good, story was great, and Marvel gave us a lot more pages than they usually do. And then my last one's Batman Incorporated, and I'm just going to give that a 4 out of 5. Still not happy that Damian is dead, but still all around, pretty good story. It's just annoying that it was spoiled, and DC has to break my heart.
Yeah. But one comment on that, do you think it was so good just because of the anticipation that people were saying that Robin was going to die? Do you think that made it seem better than it actually was? Was the hype for it? Or do you think just in general?
No, I think it would be better if if no one knew about it and they just read it and found out that Damian died at the end. I think that'd probably make me 5 out of 5. I just hate that it got ruined. That's what sucks.
So there was no shock in it?
Yeah, there's no shock. It was just like a normal story. It was all going on. It was building up. He had a heart-to-heart with Dick. He had, I think he got a really good conversation with Dick Grayson, and you just knew it was about to happen. And they had this conversation about Talia and Batman, why all this stuff, why Damian was out there, trying to save his father and all this stuff, stop his mom. And then what's going to happen. So it was they had this big fight at the end, 3 or 4 pages that... Yeah. So.
But I think one cool clip, I know we should move on to the rest of the ratings, but one cool panel I saw in this was, there's a point when he's fighting and the guy takes it and breaks him, like he does, Bane breaks Batman.
Yeah, and he looks a lot like Bane too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's something that is definitely a pickup.
Mm.
Alright, my ratings this week. First of all, Avenging Spider-Man number 17. I'm going to give a 3 out of 5 this week. It was a lot to take in, a lot to... I don't know, it didn't flow like the last issue, or issue 15 did, which is what the comic that I came into this title with. So yeah, 3 out of 5. Next, I did Teen Titans number 17, which I will give a 4 out of 5. Easy 4 out of 5. And Flash number 17, I will give a 4.5 out of 5. Yep, those are my picks this week and my ratings.
I feel like it was kind of a week in comics. I really do, because, like, I don't know, maybe I give Guardians of the Galaxy 5 out of 5 just because that's one that really stood out to me when all these other comics were nothing really stood out to them.
I think I've noticed that too. Like, I rate higher when it's a slow week and you're just like, well, I really want to like something this week to not feel like I wasted time.
Yeah, but if it was like a big week, like, was it last week or the week before that, I would probably just have Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe still in my top 3, but still maybe a little rating. But, you know, this week, they deserve the 5 out of 5 because they stood out from the rest to me. So, yeah, that I guess that wraps up all our comic book news. Comic book reviews, not news. But, yeah, make sure to tune on to us Tuesday when we will for sure have an episode. Or maybe not.
Yeah, worst.
But, yeah, we'll definitely have that episode for you. And, like always,
like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check out our website at www.thedynamicbuzz.com.
Yep. So, that's all. Born Week in Comics, and hopefully there's an exciting one next week. But
kicking butt, kissing babies, taking names. That wasn't in the order. Alright, see you guys later.
See ya.